Hi, I'm Brittany Umar, and welcome to The Nooner, presented by the Village Poorhouse, where every procedure goes off without a hitch. Yes, Alex Rodriguez had his hip surgery yesterday, and doctors said there were no surprises, which, given the way things have gone for A-Rod recently, was a pretty big surprise. A-Rod is expected to be out for 6 to 9 weeks, and we've no idea what we'll talk about until then. What? Selena Roberts' book comes out April 14th? Sweet. All of A-Rod's teammates have said the usual things about nobody being able to replace A-Rod and everyone stepping up a little bit, etc., etc., etc. Mark Teixeira will have to hit a few more home runs, Cody Ransom will provide the late-inning strikeouts with a guy on third, and Derek Jeter volunteered to take care of the city strippers. With their favorite target heavily drugged, legally, Yankee writers had to turn to an old standby for controversy, The Boss. Reports surfaced yesterday that George Steinbrenner funded Tonya Harding's Olympic training, and so accidentally funded Harding's hit on Nancy Kerrigan. Steinbrenner said if he knew what he was paying for, he would have shelled out to have Kerrigan gagged for her Why Me Wine Fest after the attack, or at least paid for better lighting for the Tonya Harding-Jeff Gillooly honeymoon porn. Carlos Delgado publicly advocated for his Puerto Rican teammate Pudge Rodriguez to join the Mets. When Delgado gets back to Port St. Lucie, Ramon Castro will publicly say, "Thanks a lot." The Mets brought Bill Parcells to Port St. Lucie yesterday, continuing their efforts to make Mike Francesa insanely jealous. Parcells announced he was retiring for the day and left too soon to see Rene Rivera's walk-off home run, though Parcells was seen touring 2 other spring training facilities later in the evening. The Mets released pitcher Dwaner Sanchez this morning, 2.5 years after a late-night cab ride for Dominican food resulted in a separated shoulder, a missed season, and 10 miles an hour off his fastball. On the other hand, Sanchez insists that the chicken and rice was really good. It was initially reported that Nats forward Eduardo Najera would miss the rest of the season with a sports hernia, but it turns out there was confusion, and Najera says he just doesn't want to play for the Nets anymore because it's a pain in the balls. Finally, Plaxico Burress' hearing to recoup $1 million he claims the Giants owe him was moved to April 1st, one day after he's due in criminal court. Let's see, you shot yourself in the leg and couldn't play anymore, but you still want $1 million? Yeah, that seems reasonable. April Fools, you're going to jail, a**hole. All right, that's all the time we've got for today. Until A-Rod wakes up, I'll be camped outside Selena Roberts' house hoping she reveals something juicy.